Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mike, 180. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check 43.
Look on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Trubisky, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taken right around the 44. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
You got me. Zoom.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Hard. Bravo. Check 59, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Get up. 180. 51 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
A first down carry for Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, D. Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Look at me. Score.
From the 16, Locke. Flush to his right. Finds his rookie 1st rounder. It's Noah Fant. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
59.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's coming. Double up.
And ready? Head up.
On first down, Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ready, ready.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, high 7. Ready, ready.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Team 6. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Locke. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the set.
Check, 59, 59. Get him, get him, get him. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Got it.
At the 43.
Hey, Charlie.
I don't think you got it, son.
Be careful.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Sit up. Shoot.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Strip that ball.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They toss to Freeman. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. You go, night.
Shift.
X3, 218, chopper.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's running?
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Trying to run it in. DeMarco Bronco. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Check, 47. Here we go. Check.
Here's Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
Buying time to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 big.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was